Alternate just tried to battle their way back. They came really close, but it was not enough.
Alternate, somewhat of a disappointing performance by them, but doesn't matter. They will play another match, and this time it's going to be against Sharks Esports, and that's going to be after the break. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
EGB, your esports betting world. The only place to find the widest choice of popular games and matches to win real money. Choose your bet on a single event or express of several matches with dizzy odds. Serving the market for 7 years with over 800,000 users. Join now to get your bonus for the first deposit up to $600. EGB, you know for sure who's gonna win.
And we are back once again at the analysis desk. A great match to open up the third day of Group B, Anakin. It was close, but in the end, Prosto, they just came in, took that win from alternate attacks, and now they are fourth according to the rankings. But still, many more matches to go, and we still can't say for certain who's not going to be leaving this group.
Yeah, everything can happen right now. You can actually predict that OGA Esports can be a team that gets 2 wins now and completely complicates this group. So still a lot to play for. It's a really important win for Prosto. They are a team that we kind of doubted before this game started, but as we mentioned, only one map is not really a sample that you can jump to conclusions and just say what is going to be the final outcome. So yeah, decent play for them. It did get kind of close in the end, but they still managed to lock the game for themselves. First win for Prosto, and yeah, good effort.
Yeah, it got spicy in the end. However, Prosto just delivering big time. Ivan, Flaric just playing some great and top tier Counter-Strike, getting those entries early on and basically allowing Prosto to clinch their first victory and also alternate to suffer their first loss as they won already against the favorites of the group. And even though they're still through, it's a fight for them for the seeding. And in the next match of the day, we're going to see alternate attacks yet again, but this time they will face the Brazilian powerhouse Sharks Esports.
Yeah, Sharks, after their first win against Prosto on the first day, we also weren't really impressed with their play. They got the win eventually, but the performance itself wasn't much of a stable one. In their second game, they got completely blown out by Havu, the Finnish side, 16-8 on Nuke. So that's something that none of us expected to be, that one-sided. We expected a bit more showing from Sharks. So, as yesterday you asked me what happens if Exit does not show up. That's exactly what happened. It was only Leo who did put up somewhat of a performance. He did get, I think it was 21 kills in that game. So, when you get 21 kills and you still lose 16-8, something is not really working. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see them today. They will be playing against Alternated, still the top team in the group on Train. So we haven't really seen Train, but we know that historically Brazilian teams have been decent on that map, especially SK. It has been one of their strongest map throughout all the years so far. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one.
As you said, the first Train in the OGA Counter Pit Season 3, powered by AMD and Cephar, and I'm excited to cast this one since mostly yesterday we see Nuke for the first time. Now it's a Train day, so it's going to be exciting. Now, coming into this matchup, Anakin, who would you point out as the favorite, especially considering it's going to be Train? Do you think any team has the upper hand here, perhaps?
If you use the same logic that Alternate was the team that has beaten Havu 16-8, and yet again Havu destroyed Sharks 16-8 as well. The logic turnout would be the Alternate is the winner of this one, but we all know that CS doesn't really work that way. BO1 are somewhat of a random element if you play them. So things can just simply start really bad for you, as we've seen in this previous game where Prosto simply stormed to a big lead. Same things can simply happen in this one as well. So I am favoring the German side attacks a bit more in this game, but things that happen.
Yeah, Alternate definitely still looking great, and I feel like they are the favorites coming into this matchup, even though we haven't seen, at least in our tournament, both of the teams play Train. But still, Sharks Esports, they did get one thing. They do have one thing going for them pretty much, and that's the victory against Prosto. And that's a crucial one since Prosto, they need to get another victory to be ahead, since at the end of the group we are going to look head-to-head matches if the teams have the same number and same stats points pretty much. So it's not going to be easy, I'd say.
Well, as you can see the scoreboard here on the Group B, a lot of can happen still. We can see just at least 4 teams being on a 2-2 scoreline. A lot of it can still happen, Sharks can nail their second win. If that happens, they will be on the same position as Alternate Attacks, a team that we have already seen in playoffs. So AGO still 2 games to play, even though they are 0-2, they can still try to bounce back and be a team that goes into playoff. And yeah, maybe if there are more teams sitting on those 6 points and 2 wins and 2 losses, we are going to see the round difference, right? So, but this group is turning out to be way closer than the other one, than the Group A, where we kind of saw most teams that are going to have stronger performances. What was really happening after all?
Yeah, well, I would say that people predicted Group B to be way stronger, but that was back when Imperial was still at least when they accepted the invite. So in the end, they declined the invite, and we had to invite another team, and it was basically Prosto taking their place. But still, Prosto, a great team. They just won Alternate, and I would say there is actually really no difference, as even when you consider that some teams are favorites, thing that happened to AGO can happen pretty much to anyone. So doesn't really mean much on paper, I'd say.
Yeah, and it's also the thing that worries the teams that advance from Group A. They don't still have a feeling who they will be facing, right? They probably want to avoid teams like AGO or Alternate in the first round of the elimination bracket. Some of them would be favoring maybe playing up against Prosto or Sharks, depends who gets out. So it will be all decided on the last day tomorrow, where we have 2 more games being played out, and yeah, really excited for it.
If you ever wanted to get any of the Sennheiser products, now it's a great time for you to do so. If you go to their website and check any of the gaming products, you can get a 5% discount. Just get your item and type OGA once you check out, and you will be eligible for the discount. Now, Tony, at the games for quite some day. Which team impressed you the most so far that you can say?
Will be as we get to the elimination stage.
With the latest edition, playing a crucial role when for me it's gonna be
completely, especially
the day that's gonna be the new player in the matches played against Army, just rising up to the challenge, pushing to that, and when we do that. And but just about
good map if you are prepared.
Don't really blame onto Handen and Sharks. They are just pushing. Kill with the USP quad kill, and it's all up to Leo Drach. Happen as he's the last player, and Console gets the ace. What a way for Alternate to open this up.
Yeah, that action. I'm sure that Console, other iterations of a replay or at least something. Console 5 kills with that USP. He opens this train game amazingly for his team, and yeah, Sharks, they should be fearing coming towards the B bomb site now.
Yeah, Console stepping up big time, getting 3 kills in a mere instant and just collecting the last 2 later on. And Leo Dranki pushing toward the Ivy now. He has Searson and Stefan there. Searson dies, but Kito gets the refrag. Handen as well makes it a 4 against 3, and Sharks are just relentlessly pushing toward the side. And it's 2 against 2 now. Console gets the kill. It's JNT against Stefan, and JNT gets the last kill of the round onto Stefan, makes it 1-for-1. And what a reset here by Sharks, just winning that round, fully pushing toward Ivy. And I don't know how Alternate allowed this to happen.
Yeah, they just went towards the Ivy and pushed in, try to get those kills. They did manage. Real props to them, because it's not easy to get these rounds on train, because the distance is quite not that narrow like on Inferno, where it's easier to get. Now Alternate just forced to an MP9 to 2 CZs, a Deagle, and the scouts on Stefan. Take that back. Stefan just goes down by the hands of RCF. 2 smokes being deployed. On the left side, they're going to be creeping towards Ivy now, just pushing in. It seems that Searson cannot connect except for 1 kill. kills are still being exchanged. 2v3 situation in favor of the Brazilian team.
And we do see Handen trying to sneak past the smoke. Can he get a kill onto the in-game leader of Sharks? He's basically neck to neck with Nak. Can he do it? He's the last player now alive. He picked up Galil, and he should try to save this if possible. But he's top smoke, I'd say. And
NA smoke?
Yeah, NA smoke. And now he's probably just gonna try to go for an exit. Can't really do much. The bomb is planted on A. One of the players, and that's exit. He pushed down Ivy, and yeah, Handen should just chill in main and secure this weapon for the next round.
Yeah, he needs to save this one if he wants to do anything in the next one. 2-1 in favor of Sharks. They did manage to bounce back despite losing that pistol round to Console. Not really alternate attacks. It was Console with 5 kills, just wrecking them down. Now it seems that they're showing composure just to bring it back and take the lead early on.
Sharks, they definitely bounced back off that pistol loss. And I mean, considering it was an ace to bounce back that quickly, they weren't demotivated at all by that fail attempt on the B-bomb spot. And now alternate, they're pushing toward Ivy. RCF gets an easy kill onto Stefan, and it's already 5 against 4 in favor of the Brazilians.
Yeah, not much to do with on the alternate side. They only got 2 USBs and a deagle on Keto that was dropped by Handen. He's rocking that Galil, trying to do some damage on the B-bomb side, seems. But it seems that that is the place where the action will happen. A push coming in for Leon Drunky with that Mac-10. This bomb site is now completely clear. Nothing is going to happen to help alternate attacks reign this round. 5v4, the bomb is going to be planted quite soon. Handen just sprinting towards the CT spawn, where they are simply going to try to get an AK or an M4 from the T side players.
Yeah, alternate can't really do much here. Sharks once again acquiring the B-bomb spot. Both Leo and Exit get a few kills under their belt, leaving only Searson as the last man standing. Can he find the kill onto JNT? No, by the looks of it, as JNT is gonna take his head off. 3-1, and a great start here for Sharks Gaming. Now, alternate, they will be able to get a full buy round. They have Searson with the op, and let's see if they can make it happen now.
And now the heavy artillery comes in favor of alternate attacks. An op on Searson, as you mentioned, we did talk how amazing he is with that up, and he is getting boosted once again in this area. It's a tough angle to pre-fire, even with an op. So he's going to just be having control of main, while Sharks are just spread around the map. They seem to be trying to get some control towards the B-bomb side, just trying to flash in. Now they are not expecting Console in this position. He can have a perfect report, but Leo Drunky just annihilates him on the upper B, and that's yet another bomb plant for Sharks.
Very impressive performance by Sharks so far, just pushing very early into the round and basically securing the bomb spots. Very well, I like to see this style of Counter-Strike where teams just commit very quickly. They don't really wait for anything, and they still make it happen with a relative ease there. And another round for Sharks. Alternate forced to save up, and this is a good call by them, since Sharks, they pushed so deep into the B spot. Retaking would have been extremely difficult in that one.
Yeah, they will have probably the same odds in the next round as well, since they managed to save 4 weapons. They will be dropping something to Console, probably even an M4 from Hunden, who will be playing only with an M4 if he doesn't just force a Mac, just an MP9. But yeah, it's going to be yet another M4 drop, so Hunden can buy his nades. We know that he's the strategical mind in this team of alternate attacks. He needs those utilities just to force something in shape of his team. JNT misses a shot with an op. He gets tagged down to 31 HP, and he needs to fall back and just try to find his luck elsewhere.
We haven't seen much from JNT in both of their match against Havu Gaming and Prosto. That was I did expect more, to be honest, from him, but now he has a chance to redeem himself on a somewhat of a iconic op map as Train. So I do want to see what he's gonna bring up here. And Sharks, they didn't really do much. They're playing this one really slow. We see Searson playing aggressive upside on the B top pretty much, and he's just getting mollied, and he's gonna be forced to back off to the side.
Yeah, smart molly from the Shark side. They knew there was an option there that an op will be posted on the upper B bomb side. Now they managed to just force Searson to go back. Now there's a kill for Keto, but he gets refragged by Knack quite easily. Handan, he's playing really close to A main, which is not a really decent position for him. He needs to fall back, but two mollies are just getting in his way. He gets tagged from RCF, who also gets a kill. Stefan on the other side playing the same position and just gets one kill on RCF. Now a 3v3. It's Console, he's going to deny this one plant. He's going to get yet another spray on Knack in main. Now JNT, 31 HP, he needs to clutch it out.
Console continuing with a sick performance, only 8 seconds left. JNT falls to Searson, and it's a round for alternate attacks.
Yeah, second round for alternate. Great play from Console. He got that kill on the bomb plant. He managed to deny it, and he even gets a flick towards the player getting out of Pop Dog. Now 4-2. Both teams can have a decent buy, and we even on the alternate side we can see a double ult setup just force on Searson and Stefan.
Now the double op setup on this map very strong, especially if they can pick off players before the execute toward the site even begins. And only issue for them is gonna be retaking, and that's gonna be especially an issue on the B side since there are so many close angles to check. And JNT gets an easy kill onto Stefan there. I'm not sure why Stefan committed to that one, and nevertheless it gives Sharks an opening they needed, and now they're down to 4 players, and Sharks, they can still do anything in this one.
Yeah, alternate it's exit who has a great angle, but push with 2 men into the Pub Dog area, gets a kill for Hunden. Now alternate, they need to focus in this round because they're facing a reset potential. Console, he needs to go back as well. It's Hunden on low HP on 12, while 4 players on the Shark side are going to be pushing towards Ivy. They are isolating the left side, so the push is going to be through the smoke towards the city spawn.
Yeah, they do push toward the city smoke, but Leo Dranky gets the kill onto Console. It's 4 against 2. And however, majority of Sharks players are somewhat low, and let's see if Alternate will even decide to try to retake this one or just save the guns. I think they will just probably say 4 against 2. Hunden is pretty much dead, and this is gonna be yet another safe round.
Yeah, Searson, he cannot even let himself to zoom out because the Pop Dog player is going to hear his position, and then the run will just start for his op, even though the T players have 2 ops on RCF and JT, who managed to open the round with a great round boost on Ivy, get a kill on Stefan, who did not know what hit him. I mean, Stefan, he should have probably just asked for a pop flash from his from someone in his team just to help him out, because when an op is just posted on you on Ivy, not much you can do. You need to pre-fire the angle. JNT was quicker. That opened the round for Sharks. Now alternate, they are forced. They will be forcing in the next round as well, but if they lose this one, it's going to be a tough task for them to buy out. They need to go for an eco, and they are already 2-5 down.
I mean, they managed to scrap the best they could. They have MP9 on Console, and they have Scout on Stefan. Scout, I would say not bad at all here. However, you want to have something stronger than that, and Sharks in a commanding position right now. Again, they seem to be levitating toward the B side as they have the whole team in the showers. Keto already down to half HP. Sharks not really doing much noise, and they might just be able to do a B side execute with pretty much all coming down to Console and Hunden. We did see Console play very well. However, is he gonna be the hero in this round as well?
Yeah, he has a good position. He's boosted on the train, so he can actually expect that he's being pushed, but RCF expects that. Hunden, he cannot do much. He's going to be traded instantly. He's playing too close to his teammate to get more kills. That position is simply one and done. And yeah, that's the certain matter in this round. JNT gets yet another kill and alternate. They're losing players too quickly. They cannot stop the push from Shark, which is really well coordinated. Great flashes, Molotovs, the pre-fires on the angles where attacks players are playing. So perfect read from Sharks. They seem to be well coordinated on train, 6-2, and they're playing on the T side.
Yeah, they seem to have this map down to a T, and they're just playing out of their mind right now. We did predict prior to the match that Alternate should be the favorite here, but as I said, that doesn't really mean much. Sharks stepping up, and they have a 6-2 lead now, and if they somehow manage to get a victory here, they will be through to playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, they're sitting in a really good position now. They're playing on train, which is a map that they are suiting quite well, as if you can make conclusions in this 8 initial round, 6-2. So even if they manage to clinch this one, I think other teams will be way more cautious playing Sharks on train. Really good start for them. Now still an op on JNT, who is the team opper. He has been looking way more lethal on train with that op. I mean, if you consider it just focus it on the initial 2 maps. So
yeah, he has definitely more impact here. And now, once again, the kills are going into the favor of Sharks. Leo Drunky just goes mental, gets a double kill in a quick fashion, leaving only Stefan as the last player staring. Triple kill for Leo there, and Stefan, he's gonna be forced to save, but Sharks are going on a hunt, and it's not really easy to escape against Shark, right?
yeah, exactly. Leo just jumps into the A side, opens up on 2 different fronts. He kills 3 players, and now Stefan, he's in a really bad position. He's got 1 player just waiting for him. That's JNT with an up. He heard that's happening. He fires yet another shot, but he's not going to convert. Now it's a dangerous position for him. He still needs to save this op, and it's not going to be an easy task.
Yeah, Stefan in a world of trouble here, gets knocked, but more players are coming. Tags, exit, and in the end he somehow manages to get that kill, saves the op, and at least some hope for the Germans in the next one.
Yeah, now they can force a proper buy. Now we can see alternate attacks with heavy artillery, with an op on Searson, or is it going to be with Stefan? No, it's actually a double op setup for the German side. Maybe this is what they need to show some more resilience on train.
Well, we've already seen them in one round use this setup, and didn't really work in their favor. However, I do think that having 2 ops on train is the way to go, if you can afford it, of course, and maybe this time they're gonna be able to deliver as Handen. He gets the entry kill onto Leo Drunky in A main. Bomb is dropped toward the T spawn, and I believe like JNT, he will need to do something here with an op and potentially try to get that kill back in the favor of Sharks.
Yeah, the city players already had control of main, so they know what's happening. Just a fake smoke from RCF to lock it down on the A side, but it's not going to matter because JNT will be a player that's pushing towards the Ivy area. He's not really a good position. He's sandwiched with 2 players. Handen expects it. Keto closes the round for alternate, and that's 1 round after being resetted. We had 7 rounds almost in a row, that's losing only 1. So yeah, still a decent result for Sharks. Alternate, they can force yet another double op setup and come into the round number 11.
Alternate, they didn't lose a single player in this round, and they might just be figuring out their defense. Keto gets an easy kill onto Neck, but the rest of the team, they're going toward the B side now, and there is only a single player for Alternate. Handen, he pushed all the way to Ivy. He has all the information they need, and this should prompt Alternate to just run straight to the B side. They don't have much time to do so, as Sharks, they are almost at the entrance. They will drop some utility now, and it's gonna come down to Console if he can kill the incoming terrorist players.
Yeah, we can see that Keto is sprinting towards the B bomb site as well. Stefan rotating on the city spawn, so Sharks, they're not expecting this stack on the B bomb site. 4 players of Alternate. Great push from Hunden just to see what's going on. Now Console, he's got his teammate on the bomb side. Keto just took the same position. Console, really bad positioning. He fails to deliver. Now 3v2 situation. Stefan has an op. Handen with that lurk. He needs to do something real quick. Exit, gets yet another kill. Now they know where Handen is. Luckily for him, 2 players of the Brazilian side are on low HP, so he can actually just use those nades, try to get something, but he completely misses that. He does not know what's going on. Handen, the time is slowly ticking away. He hasn't got enough time now. He needs to just run back and save this op, and it's round number 8 for Sharks.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Alternate. They had the entry kill. They had more than enough time to rotate additional players to the B bomb spot. They didn't do it, and Sharks, they just pushed toward the B, completely destroyed the defense, get the bomb down, and just win the round.
Yeah, I mean, Console just simply wasn't looking at the radar. His teammate rotated back. They had 4 players there. It was Kita who played in sandwich on the bomb site, but Console rotating there as well. They just managed to collide with each other, and yeah, it was a really confusing hold for alternate attacks. Still, their money situation is okay because they survived with 5 players in the previous round. Now 2 ops, 2 M4s, and a UMP from Console, but entry once again goes in the favor of Leo, but Handen and Console just traded back.
4 against 3 lead for Alternate. Sirsen is going really aggressive, and it pays off for him as he gets Leo drunk in near the pop dog area. And now Sharks only down to 2 players, and they will try to hit the side that has been working well for them so far. And JNT, he's playing the pointman here, peeking toward the connector area. Can't find anyone. Console gets an easy kill onto exit, leaving only JNT as the last player. He has the op. He might try to save here. And now Console playing toward the side. We already see a backstab attempt by, I believe it's Handen. And Handen gets taken down. Somewhat naive, I'd say there. And it's 1 against 2. Still a feasible round for JNT.
Yeah, nice effort from JNT. He did expect that lurk to come behind him. He got 2 kills. Now Console, he smartly just repositioned back, so he's not expected. Stefan, he saw this jump. He misses the shot. Now JNT knows where one more player is, but Stefan, just good positioning, good awareness where JNT should peek, gets the headshot. And now the situation for the T side is not that good. They got 3k on RCF, but other players should be able to buy.
And Sharks, they just called a tactical timeout, I believe, or technical timeout. I'm not sure which one it is, but so far they've been doing good, and they have a lead in this match, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen till the rest. But Sharks definitely not performing as I've expected them, going beyond the expectations, so to say, and they might win this one.
It's still too early to say, but the pattern that we can actually read is that Alternate is once again having a slow start. Out of the 4 games, three games they started just with a deficit. Maybe they like starting with a handicap. I don't really know. But once again, 4-8 after being 5-10 down in 2 of their games, and now we are heading back into the match on train 8-4 in favor of Sharks, and both teams are on a full buy.
Well, Alternate not really looking like a team. We've seen them in the first 2 matches. They were looking way better, way more coordinated. Sirsen having way more impact, and Kito not really getting those kills, but now he did get the double entry kill. However, Sharks are quick to refrag that, and it's up to RCF and JNT to potentially save the round for the Sharks. They have the control of the site, but CTs, they are in a very close proximity. Console takes JNT, and now it's all up to RCF. He's surrounded by 3 players, and he's gonna opt to slowly approach the counter-terrorist spawn. He should be able to find Console there, and still 1 against 3, and it's not gonna be an easy task for them as him and Console just somehow miss each other. And RCF, he's looking like he could potentially at least get the bomb down.
Yeah, still 50 seconds left, so he can actually use some time to try and find one more player from the Alternate. Attacks team, he will be able to do that because Console is not aware. Now he makes it a 1v2. He needs to isolate these two players into 1v1 duels if he wants to do something with this round. Great effort so far. He still has a Molotov to isolate at least one side. Now Handen, he's coming from the lower ramp while Stefan has that open. He's trying to just jiggle peek and check where the position is of RCS. He did manage to do that, so not going to be a lucky one for RCF.
Yeah, RCF trying his best. Surprisingly, he got Console in connector, who was completely unaware of the fact that RCF just snaked through the city spawn. And now it's 8-5. Sharks, their money situation is not looking ideal, so they could just potentially go for the eco until the last round and have a buy in the next one.
Yeah, and they still managed to rack 8 rounds on the T side, which is not that bad. We've seen teams winning train games with weight less than that, so still a good effort from them. Eco now, Neck has got smoke and 2 flashes, so they will try to go for a B execute, maybe isolate the lower ramp, so maybe the Oper does not kill them that easily, while all 4 players are going towards the upper side where Console is being flashed out and he needs to reposition.
Beautiful utility usage by Sharks. They are now on the bomb spot. They could potentially plant, and I believe RCF is going to be able to do so. It's 3 against 5 and not much for Sharks to work with, as it's only JNT with P250 on the side. CTs are slowly approaching. This should be an easy kill, but he gets Console before he dies to Stefan, and it's now 8-6 for Sharks.
Yeah, this is what they were hoping for. When you have a smoke and 2 flashes and only pistols by your hand, I mean, all you can hope for is a bomb plant, and this is the place to go on train. It's easier to get an easy bomb plant. Basically, if you go to the B bomb site, you just smoke the lower ramp, try to flash yourself in, and especially if the CTs are playing way more laid back and on the backside, you can get a bomb plant, and that's exactly what happened. Decent effort for Sharks. They do get a proper buy in this last round of the half.
And now alternate. They are again with a double op setup here. Stefan peeking toward the Ivy, but Searson gets the kill at well, in front of B area. Beautiful entry by him. That's exactly what alternate needed here, and this is gonna make their double op setup even more efficient since they got the entry at the start. Kito, he might just wanna leave Pop Dog now. They have the early kill, and I'm not sure if you really wanna stay there after that.
Yeah, he did pull the trigger on the T player. Now he's going to be flashed in. The first flash, he does not see anything. He's going to strike. Kito just too stubborn to go back, and he loses the kill. They had an entry, and now it's a 4v4 situation. Sharks have a way better position. It was a smart play, just using the mistake for Kito in the Pop Dog area. Now 4v4. Let's see what they can do. 50 seconds left in the round. They have 1 player in Ivy, so it seems like it's going to be an A split.
Yeah, not backing off there. Might bite alternate attacks in the end. Not the most ideal move there. And Stefan, he can't land the shot, and this is gonna allow Sharks to get control of the Ivy, as Stefan, he has to play more towards side, and he's getting mauled, but Searson delivers yet again, gets Leo, and it's now man advantage for the alternate attacks. Can Stefan make it happen? He gets one, Handen gets the second one, it's all up to Nak, and it's gonna be 8-7 half in favor of Sharks. I feel like Sharks could have potentially take more rounds than they have.
Yeah, this particular round is the benchmark for everything that we've seen. As soon as it comes to the late round, Sharks didn't really know what to do. They were too slow by entering the bomb site. They lost a player. Leo Dranky actually got annihilated from Searson. It was an easy kill. Now, after that, they just kept going 1 by 1. So 8-7, still a decent half for them. They are heading to the CT side, playing without the defuse kit, so they are quite comfortable that the bomb will not be planted. They got 2 players set up on B, and that is where the action will be happening.
Yeah, we do see, well, not really a B commitment from alternate just yet, but they did secure the area in front of B, and now they could still potentially rotate toward A, and by the looks of it, they're just backing off. They still have 2 flashbangs, 2 mollies, and a smoke at their disposal. So I would say that this is gonna be an A hit.
Yeah, it seems that they're changing the pace, going a bit more towards B. They did show some initial presence on the upper ramp just to see what's going on B, how many players of the Brazilian side are playing on the B bomb side. Now smoke's being deployed. They're isolating the electric side so that they don't want to get killed from the bomb side. Console opens up. He gets yet another kill. Console is the master of pistols now. He gets 2 on the entry, but he gets down 2 kills from JNT, 1 for Leo. Keto Trace in the 2-2 situation. Both players actually being situated on the bomb side. Leo now needs to clutch it out because his teammates are just disappearing. Leo, 12 bullets in that USP, but he doesn't know that he's just crossed to the B bomb side.
I think he knows now.
Now he knows.
Now he knows, but that's gonna allow Alternate to get the bomb plant, and Leo, he has no kit, and to be honest, I don't see him winning this one.
Yeah, the team players managed to get their positions properly. Now they're probably expecting him to go, but Keto gets a bit unhesitant, just peeks from the Z area now. They know the position of Leo. He touches the bomb. One player is playing really close to him. That's Searson, who finishes him off. Now gets this pistol round, at least for alternate attacks. And now we are going to see a tactical pause. It seems like a technical one because Searson needs to restart his game.
Yeah, Searson indeed needs to restart, probably having some issues with the internet connection, but hopefully he's going to resolve it soon. Now, great execute at the end by Alternate. They went toward B, they just forced CTs to rotate toward the site, and after that they went all the way toward the A site, and in the end it came down to 2 against 2, where Alternate, they managed to get a single guy, leaving Leo in almost impossible 1 against 2, and not to mention he didn't have a kit, so the score is even now, and Alternate, they're somehow bringing this one back to their favor.
Yeah, they started really slow, as we mentioned, also in their other games, but they seem to be picking up the pace really fast. They haven't been blown out of any of the matches, even with their loss in the last game, they had a big deficit, but they still managed to bounce back. So it seems that the team has a lot of character coming into the late game. They managed to even the scoreline here while starting on the CT side as well. So props to them. Now 8-8, getting the pistol round is a really good showing for Alternate.
Yeah, I do feel like Alternate, they have the upper hand now. Sharks, they had 8-3 lead, I think, or was it 8-4?
8-3, yeah.
Not exactly sure. And then they just couldn't deliver one round, and Alternate just stepping it up, getting the double op setup, playing way better on the counter-terrorist side, and that just gave them the opportunity to pretty much even this match down, and they do need this victory still. So
indeed they do, even though if they win this one, the first place in Group A will be probably set. So
yeah. Now the match is finally live, so let's go back to it. We see Sharks, they have 2 frag nades onto them. They're probably nade toward the A main anytime now, I feel like, and they do have several CZs and a scout. RCF gets the early kill, but Stefan and Handen, they successfully refrag, make it a 4 against 3. JNT very low on HP with the scout, playing from the Ivy, needs to back up and reposition.
Yeah, this scout can be quite lethal if you hit a headshot, but it's not JNT who's going to be it. It's Knack who gets a kill, but Searson trades it back. Now Knack with only 5 HP. I don't think he can actually hope for anything in this round except for maybe landing 1 frag, but as soon as his position gets known, it's going to be a tough one. He gets a tag, but one player is playing really close, and that's Stefan. JNT seems to be aware of his position. Now he needs to just fall back, but it's Handen creeping here. I think this will be an easy kill for Handen. Now 9-8, and now Sharks need to go for a full eco.
A wild Handen appears and takes the last player from Sharks, and now it's gonna be another eco round for Sharks. And alternate attacks slowly setting up for the remainder of the half. And they've been playing, as I said, very good. They turned it all the way around so far.
Yeah, Handen sitting on 13-37 scoreline, a lead scoreline for the in-game leader of alternate attacks. He has been delivering here on train, and now he's calling for a quick B push. There's no one there to stop them. It seems that CT's just tried to go for an A stack, not really going to be a viable option. Bomplet is already down now. They need to become a little closer and try to get those guns. While the T's, they just need to farm as much money as they can with those mech 10s.
Full control for alternate on the B side. Sharks only down to USPs, and they're playing from the spawn. They know there is not much they could do, and Handen, he has an SMG and could potentially get several kills here, but they're just waiting at the spawn with USPs. They do get a single kill, and that's on the Handen. Stefan cleans the rest of the frags, and it's 10-8 lead for alternate.
Yeah, now this is the place where Sharks can finally afford a decent buy. I don't think we will be seeing an op on JNT who forced a bit too much. 5 M4s. I mean, it's not a perfect scenario, but at least they've got some utilities to follow it with. Handen still sticking to that Mach 10. He doesn't want to spend too much money. He can just be the first point of attack as they come into the bomb site, and we can see him sprinting now. Main control, smokes being deployed. RCF has a great position here. Can he land it? Yeah, he gets 2 kills. Exit helps out, and now a 5v2. They don't know what to expect. Exit pitches in with what more, and this round is all RCF and Exit.
RCF and Exit just decimating the push attempt by alternate attacks, and they just won those duels. Well, RCF won a duel against 2 players basically. They just couldn't take him down, and Exit controlling that pop area. Now it's all up to Sirson. He's 1 against 4 with the AWP in his hands, and he has a player next to Electric, but
yeah, great discipline from Leo. He doesn't want to move an inch. There's a bomb really close to him, so he has a great off angle just to push Sirson. As soon as he peeks in, should be an easy kill from them. JNT, a perfect cover from the CT players. As soon as a player from the stop sign gets the info and sees Sirson peeking in, he's going to report it for Leo, who will just peek it out. So a good mechanical play from the Sharks team. 10-8. Now it's going to be 10-9 since Sirson. He's going for a save.
Yeah, Sharks, this is the most ideal scenario for them, just losing a single player, slowly building up the bank, and yeah, if they win the following round, I don't think alternate will be left with a lot of money, and this is going to also allow Sharks to maybe acquire some AWPs for their side, which is surely going to make their defense much easier.
Yeah, and if Sharks manage to pull the comeback all the way and win this one, they will be the team on the first place of Group B. So they have a lot to fight for in this game still. Yeah. That's what I wanted to say only.
That's very true, Anakin. And now, once again, we see 5 rifles on the side of Sharks, and they do have 2 AKs this time. And alternate, they have only a single player down to Ivy in Stefan. He's gonna try to make some noise, maybe try to force potentially Sharks to rotate more players toward Ivy, while the rest of alternate are just about to push B side. And Kito, he's leading the charge. We'll see him deliver big time when it comes down to entries, but it's Console this time, stealing the entry from him onto Leo Dranky. And this should be an easy round for alternate attacks here.
Yeah, they're still jumping through the smoke, but Kito is ready for it. He gets 2 kills on a player rotating through Z connector towards the B bomb site. Now it's too late for Sharks to do anything at all. 2v5 situation, they need to run and save their lives, while they have Stefan who's lurking behind them trying to get those weapons, but it's not going to work for him. Sirson sprinting towards the T-spawn. He probably knows that both players are just going towards Ivy, just to cross. And yeah, round number 11 for attacks. They managed to reset Sharks after picking up the previous round. And yeah, let's see if they can convert more of these rounds.
Yeah, this is gonna leave Sharks down to only 2 guns, and potentially they could force up, but is it really gonna be an ideal choice to do that, or just save this one and fight in the next round? And
yeah, it seems that they will be safe. I mean, it's too dangerous to force right now because they want to try to reset alternate, but if they win the next one, they're going to just build a proper bank, and that's a dangerous position for Sharks then.
Yeah, Sharks are now playing 3 players on the B side, while alternate they are dropping utility down on the A side. Console and Stefan, they dispose of the counter-terrorists as they both get a single kill. And this is gonna be 3 players left for Sharks on the B side, while the bomb is being planted on A side.
Yeah, bombs planted, the cities cannot really even afford trying retaking this one. They know this round is over, and all they can hope for is just save some weapons, get an out kill on alternate attacks players. It's going to be 12-9, and it's a dangerous position for Sharks since alternate, they seem confident entering those bomb sites. They seem to get easy entry kills while they're pushing in. Their smokes and flashes and molotovs have been really well coordinated. So yeah, really decent performance from attacks in this last 2 rounds. Sharks, they need to put up their CT play on the next level now.
Yeah, it's gonna be very dangerous for Sharks now if they lose this one, and they will have the buy round as Nak. He saved the gun, and he wouldn't have the money otherwise to buy at least a rifle. So now Sharks with the full buy, they have OAWP on JNT, and Nak not really performing best in this match as he only has 4 kills from what I've seen.
Yeah, it seems that Train can be a really tough map for an in-game leader. So since you need to think about so many different angles and what to isolate, where to go, the mid-round calls are quite important since the rotations are not that heavily, I mean, not too long. Now the push seems to be going through Popdog. Exit, he needs to fall back, but he gets a kill on the entrance. He gets a second with a Molotov, but Kito is ready for it. He gets 2 more kills, trades it back in a 2v2 situation. Handen, I mean, they should probably just, yeah, slow it down now and try to isolate a duel. Just playing two against 1.
And they are basically just sprinting toward the B-side. Sharks still not realizing what's really going on. And this could be an easy plant for alternate attacks if they make it all the way to the bomb spot. Searson misses a shot onto Leo in the connector, and now both of the CT players are rotating from the connector. Pandan very low on HP, and Searson gets the kill onto Leo, leaving only JNT with an op. And I don't know what he can really do here. I feel like he's gonna try to challenge. He has the kit, but most likely not gonna be successful as Handen. He collects the information, and JNT can't land the shot, and that's gonna be it. He's gonna go for a save.
Yeah, he needs to go for a save, even though he has a smoke and a defuse kit, and maybe he could use that just to smoke the bomb and try to get a ninja defuse, but that's a kind of hard decision since you need to come a bit closer to the bomb site. He doesn't have a Kevlar as well. He's playing a full glass cannon. He does suit him in this one. He does save the op, but his team, they don't have too much money to work with.
Well, all of alternate players are just performing in this one. We see that the kill difference between them is not really big, and everyone's pretty much up to the task. Handen is at the top. Well, he doesn't have the most kills, but he's been doing very well, leading the charge and calling. So alternate, they have 13-9 now, and Sharks, they don't have much money. They have open JNT, and this is looking not good for them.
Yeah, it seems like they will force some pistols and just to try to do something, but losing this rounds means alternate is going on 14. That's already a round where you cannot really make too many mistakes. With 13, you can actually work with because it's 13-9. I mean, you pick up a round, then you try to reset the opponent, get one more, just force the economy back to alternate attacks. But yeah, we are finally heading in those last few rounds, 13-9 in favor of alternate attacks, and Scrappy just a forced pistol buy for the CT side.
But alternate is just pushing toward the B side, and Sharks, they have 4 players at B, Handen playing in front of the smoke, and they're just pushing the upper B side. They get all the kills almost. Exit gets console, but that's gonna be it. It's all up to JNT with an up. He gets a nice shot onto Kito, makes it 1 against 2, and can JNT rise up to the challenge and potentially win a 1 against 2 clutch here?
Yeah, it's a deja vu, a duel against Handen and Sirson, still the same situation. This time around he does not have a smoke, but he did manage to get to a proper position. Handen, the smoke is slowly fading out. He's going to go down to JNT. Now 1v1 situation, only a flash on JNT. He does pick up a Molotov from Handen. Now he can isolate, but he misses it. He's going to go to a full defuse. Sirson is pushing in, and now he doesn't get it, but the Molotov kills JNT. Quite unfortunate round for him. Maybe if he stick to that defuse, it was only 2-3 seconds left, but yeah, not really up to par to this duel. It's round number 14 for Alternate, and now Sharks can finally afford the buy.
Yeah, it was a nice attempt by the Sharks, just having a single weapon and almost managing to do it in the end. Valiant effort by JNT, just couldn't deliver in the end. Sirson, did he die to his own Molotov?
No, it was Sirson.
It was Sirson, yeah. So 14-9 lead now for Alternate. Sharks, they do have a bye, and let's see if Sharks can potentially do something here, because they don't really have much space to maneuver with.
Yeah, Hunden already down to 9 HP, so good start for Sharks, tagging him down. The in-game leader from Alternate Attacks. Now a slow round. We have been only in the round for 50 seconds. Nothing has really happened since that initial duel. Slow take of A main for the Alternate squad. They still have a full utility. They can do basically whatever they want to. They can isolate all the angles here on the A bomb side. And up on each team per one. But now they're pushing in. But Stefan is ready for the peak from RCF. He gets tagged down to 19 HP. JNT is fighting on the A side. Can he do more? He gets one more exit, pitches in with 2 more kills. Now it's a 1v3 with Sirson with an op. And he's trying to challenge and see what he can work with.
Stellar defense by Sharks in this one, but it's not over yet as Sirson, he gets the kill, makes it a 1 against 2. He knows where one of the players are, and he does manage to get a tag on. He can't get the kill. Exit takes him, and it's gonna be 14-10 lead for Alternate. Still impressive defense by Sharks in this one.
Yeah, really good timings in peeking different angles. They just jumped in. They got those kills. Exit with a perfect timing on Heaven as well. He just peeked as soon as the team players started losing focus and check all the positions. Gets 2 kills. He finishes it up with the third as well. So 14-10. Alternate still have a decent buy. When you look at it, only 1 kill on Stefan, 3 AKs and an op. While the CTs, they have a worse buy despite winning that round.
Yeah, they lost a lot of players. They survived with 2, and RCF, he's playing near the pop dog area. What else can you really do with the shotgun? And now Console gets amazing kill onto Leo, opens up the B bomb spot, and let's see if Sharks can get in time for a retake. Stefan pushing the oil train. Maybe he can get the kill here, and almost he revealed his position, but Sirson delivers as he kills Exit. Makes it 3 against 3 as JNT just got the kill as well. Kito is pushing from behind, gets Knack, and RCF again quick to refrag, 2 against 2. Stefan playing near the oil train. He's still so aggressive. Can he win the fight against JNT? Yes, he can. It's all up to RCF. What can the young Brazilian player do? He doesn't have much time, and it's gonna be match point for Alternate Attacks.
Yeah, nice round for Alternate. I don't know what Handen was doing in the beginning of that round. He just lost a full 100 health to a Molotov, but maybe that was just a distraction for the Sharks because it worked. As soon as he died, they just rushed onto the B bomb side. They managed to get the bomb plant down. They managed to push the positions as we saw from Stefan and Kito, who just pushed through the Z area and got 1 more kill. Nice try from Sharks. They did their best, but now 2 CZ scouts and an M4 on Exit. There's not a player that you would like to wish to have it more on this Brazilian lineup. Exit has been delivering well, but now it's a tough task for him.
Sirson just spotted a lot of players on the A side, but they are so far away, and We just see 2 entry kills going in favor of the Sharks, but Searson manages to get one himself, and now it's 4 against 3. Searson is getting pushed by Neck. He knows that Neck pushed toward the main. And alternate, they're gonna just hold for a bit and see what they're gonna do.
Yeah, 4v3, 2 scouts and 2 CZs. Maybe RCF did not peak on that A main position. Maybe they would have even better position, but right now alternate are taking this slow. They still have a minute to work with. They're just going to group up and try to do something on the A bomb site. Still not a really good buy for Sharks. They don't have a defuse kit, a single one, so even if the bomb gets down, it's going to be really hard for them to retake it.
Still, I don't understand why alternate lost 2 players so quickly there. Felt like it was a bit unnecessary, and giving Sharks any chance there on the city side, you don't want to regret it later on, I'd say.
Yeah, the console opens up with a kill on Neck. 3v3 now. Exit, he needs to check 2 different angles. He gets a kill on console. Great awareness. He's going to get the second one. He has been delivering once again. Exit, he sees, he spots the last player. Now they can just try to double team him and his position. Searson is falling back because there's only 5 seconds left into this round. 15-11, still a lead for alternate attacks.
Yeah, alternate, they shouldn't have lost the players they did, at least not in the way they did. And this gave Sharks yet another round. 15-11, alternate, they do not have really money to do much in this round, and it's gonna come down to Searson if he can maybe find something early in the round with his AWP.
Yeah, it seems that they're going to scrap another buy with a Deagle on Keto, 2 CZs, an AK on Stefan, and Searson can still rock that up. Pop flash coming into the upper bomb side, great one, but Stefan is ready to kill Leo, who misses the initial shots. Now yet another entry for alternate. They have a good position now. They can properly fall back and just try to do some maybe some presence on the A bomb side, just to, you know, divide the defense from the Sharks.
So far, alternate just going back. We've seen them do this in the pistol round and just do a hit on the A side. But yeah, let's see if they will decide to do the same. And Sharks, they are man down. Nak is playing offensive toward the pop dog area together with Exit. And this could be a lethal position for them, as they are so aggressive. And if the whole alternate team just pushes out like that, they might just trade kills and win this match right here, right now. But now, let's see if Sharks are ready for this. Stefan gets an easy kill onto Nak. Exit gets the return kill, and him and RCF are the sole survivors on the site. Exit gets taken down, and let's see if RCF can clutch this. It's 1 against 2. All comes down to this round. Can he return the kills? He can get Keto, makes it 1 against Searson. He knows where he is. Tries to jiggle pick, but no, Searson punishes that play, and it's a 16-11 victory for alternate attacks.
Yeah, great comeback from alternate. We see that their team spirit is quite strong, even when they go to, you know, to slow start losing 6-1 or how much was it? They still managed to pull it back to an A7 half. I mean, the T half was just straightforward. Sharks did show some resilience, but unfortunately for them, it wasn't that much to work with.
Yeah, Sharks were looking good, at least in the first half of the map, and then they just ran out of fuel. And what can you really do? Alternate attacks, they get their 3rd win of the group, and I believe this is gonna seal the deal for them, as they should exit the group with the 1st place. So,
I mean, yeah, the only team that can actually jeopardize the 1st place is Prosto. So
yeah, we'll see. We are gonna see still a lot of more matches from Prosto. So now we will take a short break, and we will bring you the last match of the day. Stay tuned.
EGB, your esports betting world. The only place to find the widest choice of popular games and matches to win real money. Choose your bet on a single event or express of several matches with dizzy odds. Serving the market for 7 years with over 800,000 users. Join now to get your bonus for the first deposit up to $600. EGB, you know for sure who's gonna win.
And we are back at the analysis desk. Also match between Sharks and Alternate. In the end, Alternate Attacks just delivering after being behind and definitely deserved victory.
They just showed more composure in the late game. They went down quite easily in those initial rounds. Shark somewhat surprised them. As soon as they managed to get the grasp of the game, they started to reckon way more rounds, and after that, it was all alternate. We did see some glimpses from Sharks as well, but that was unfortunately not sufficient. And now they need to battle against AGO on the same map. So yeah, yet another train, but this time a different opponent.
And I think this is potentially a premier match for AGO with their latest addition, Spero, instead of Snatchy. So it's going to be interesting to see what they can bring up in this one. And once again, it's going to be train. If they were watching the stream, they could have maybe seen some tendencies from Sharks. And yeah, I mean, AGO, definitely the big favorites coming into this one.
Indeed, they are. After going 0-2 in those initial matches, now they need to get their resurgence. Now they need to get their first win on the board, because if they lose this one, I don't think they will have any chances of going into the playoffs. So first game with Spero, it's something that a lot of members in the scene have been anticipating what will happen after Snatch leaving. So Spero, the 27-year-old opera from Poland, who has a long background in the CS:GO history. He played for so many different iterations of Polish teams, most admittedly CS:GO Lounge and Kingwin. So, like we said, he should be quite motivated to simply provide a decent result with this team. He was left out of the Polish shuffle after Virtus Pro started experiencing issues. AGO coming a bit closer. Then we saw Taz being removed from Virtus Pro. He created a new team, but there wasn't any room for Spero in that lineup. Now, after he was transferred to Tomorrow GG as a loan, he played amazingly. He even managed to get a LAN win over AGO in the Polish Championship. So yeah, I mean, they probably saw his tendencies and that he's quite of a good opper. And now he managed to get a spot on this team to step in the shoes of Snatchy. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if the AGO team is going to, just see if he's a perfect replacement for the player.
Yeah, and definitely what a better map than Train for Spero to show up here, and he can definitely play the leading role for his team. And problem is, if AGO loses this one, they will be down to 1-3, and their last match will be Prosto. Yeah, that's gonna basically decide for them, unless that's gonna be the decider match. Now looking at the standings,
if they take this one, they will just share the same scoreline with Prosto and Sharks Esports. So heading into their last game is going to be something that's maybe easier to comprehend. They still have to face Prosto in a direct match. So if they take that one, they will be sealing their spot in the playoffs. So you can see tomorrow. Also, Havu will be playing against Prosto. They'll play 2 more games tomorrow, so they can still maybe bounce back and see if they can cope with the pressure and try to seal the place in the playoffs. AGO, no room for mistakes. They need to take this one. And Sharks, I believe this is their final game of the group stage. So a lot to bet into this one. Is going to be a really tough opposition for both teams.
Yeah, as we said, Sharks Gaming, Sharks Esports actually they only managed to win Prosto. That was in the first day of the group, and that was on Inferno, and that gives them an advantage if Prosto will lose the rest of the matches, since we are looking at the head-to-head score. But Prosto, they still have 2 more matches to play. That's against AGO and Havu Gaming, and they looked amazing today against Alternate Attacks, especially Ivan and Flerich. So I do think that they have a chance to at least beat Havu Gaming there.
Well, yeah, this time around they had 3 players to deliver. Like you said, Flarich and Ivan played really well. It was Kenzar also who pitched in. So, I mean, if you have 3 players delivering on a best-of-1 map that they are putting bin numbers, your chances are slightly better, So that's just straight logic. So Yeah, they don't have any room for mistakes. Now they need to also. They have 2 matches, like you mentioned, the largest amount out of all teams that are left in this one. Last game for Sharks. AGO still has 2 to play, so the finishing of this group is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, what would you say was the biggest issue for Sharks in the previous match? We know that their T side wasn't bad at all. They had the chance to win even more rounds than 8, but they pretty much won the half. So, looking at like, where do you see the issue?
I think the issue was just the experience from the alternate attacks players. It's not that Sharks did anything wrong. They had decent positions. They fought in all those duels. They tried to deny them, getting into the bomb site as soon as alternate switched to the T side. But unfortunately, they weren't able to do that. They just straight good playing from alternate attacks decided their fate, and now they need to fight in this one. Once again, it's a tough opposition for them. It's one of the teams that we said is going to have the biggest impact on this tournament. It's AGO. Sharks, there's no room for mistakes. It's their last game. We said it 3 times so far. Everything that happened, it wasn't that bad. Their T side, as you also mentioned, but now the CT side also needs to be way better if they want to beat AGO.
Yeah, as you said, I would say that Sharks were especially prone to timing hits by alternate. They just simply couldn't deal with them. They just hit some off timings, somewhat of aggressive play, some rotates they didn't really deal well with. For example, they had 4 against 2 near the pop dog area, 4 against 5 near the pop dog area with RCF and Exit playing aggressive. And they are basically left all alone with no support, pretty much instantly died. And they somehow, when they have a man at disadvantage or things are not going their way, they need to be more decisive on what they want to do. So, yeah, I would still say that Sharks, they have a chance, but AGO is AGO, currently the highest ranked team in One Game Agency Counter Pit Season 3, powered by AMD and Sapphire. So, yeah, I just think that AGO should be able to win this one.
Yeah, indeed, it should be a good call to predict an AGO win, but we already made mistakes when it comes to that. It's hard to kind of pick a winning team on a best of 1 game. We are still waiting for 2 more players to join the server, and while we wait, don't forget that there's a giveaway going on with Sennheiser, who are giving a discount for all the gaming gear. So if you can just go to their website and use the code OGA to secure a discount.
Yeah, 5% discount. So we'll take a short break since the teams are still not ready, and we'll be right back. And we are back once again live from One Game Agency Counterpit Season 3, powered by AMD and Sephar. I'm your host, Gravity. Joining me at the desk is Anakin. We've been commentating some awesome Counter-Strike action for already some days, and now we have the final match of the day. It's going to be AGO Esports against Shark Esports, and still we are only missing one player on the server, and we'll be ready to kick this match off. Now, Tony, considering how Sharks looked on the counter-terrorist side, would you say that starting on T is not that bad for them?
Well, they look way better on the T side. They managed to wreck 8 rounds against alternate attacks. So, I mean, obviously, they're playing against different opposition. Some AGO setups are going to be different from the alternate. The play style is completely different, but AGO is a team that has their roles set quite well. They did change the player, but there was only just another Whopper that jumped in the shoes of Snatchy. So it's still quite a weird matchup, if you ask me. AGO, the Polish team, they're kind of team that they can use those quick pushes to gain early advantage, while now they're playing against a Brazilian side, so with a completely different play style, historically completely different players as well. So yeah, an interesting one.
And JNT, he was looking a bit better here than on the previous maps, but now they're playing the Polish Titans, so to say. AGO Esports is going to go up against Spero. We do know that Searson is already a great player, but maybe Spero is a bit stronger than him, would you say?
I don't know. It's hard to say. He definitely has more experience, but as you mentioned, it's Snatchy. Yeah, and also I said that he has been delivering amazing performances for a few months now. That's what earning him a transfer. I mean, looking at the current form, I think that Snatchy is a better player, but maybe Spero will fit in this team perfectly.
Yeah, definitely Spero has a time to prove himself, and now we are finally live in the match, and it's gonna be Sharks Esports starting on the counter-terrorist side. Can they perform better this side, Tony? We are about to see soon.
Let's see what the T side of AGO have got prepared in this round. They got some P250s bought, so they're going to use that to annihilate the distance. A quick push on the main and short area. 2 smokes being deployed, so this could be a really easy bomb for the AGO side. Leo opens up with a kill on Sparrow, but kills get traded each other. Furlan gets 2 more. Grubby pitches in as well, and now JNT trades it back just to have it on a 2v2 situation. Leo and JNT against PHR and Furlan.
So far, 2 against 1. JNT only 10 HP left. He has the hit kit, so yeah, they're not gonna be easy for him to pull this one, as he's rotating all the way from the Z connector. Bomb is being planted for Ivy and Pop Dog, and this is gonna be really difficult for JNT to prevail here, as Furlan and PHR, they have plenty of HP left on them, and JNT, he spots one player toward the A main. He's gonna touch the bomb for the defuse, but Furlan just comes in, gets the kill, and it's an early lead for AGO.
Yeah, it seems that he managed to miss that smoke on the bomb side. The bomb was still completely open. He did manage to touch the bomb just to get that T player, which was Furlan, out of his position, but Furlan just too quick to react, gets a kill with a USP, the 3rd for him in that round, and Furlan has started really well in this game.
Furlan indeed doing already very well. We have 2 SMGs on the side of AGO, and they instantly deliver. It's already down to Exit and Leo to try to maybe scrap something from this round, but by the looks of it, AGO, they have full control of the A bomb spot, and they don't look like they're gonna just give it up.
Yeah, 2v5, maybe they can just hope to save these 2 CZs, maybe coming into the next round, where the rest of their team is going to be forced to a USP eco, while AGO looking good. Just a quick push towards the A side to nail that 2 initial kills and just get the bomb plant, while the T's, they did lose 2 players, 2 Mech-10s saved for Leo and Exit. That's if they manage to save it, because Exit is on a position on Ivy. He's going to go down. Leo with 18 HP needs to save this gun just to have at least something to hope for in the next round.
Definitely, Leo, he manages to save the SMG, but that's still not looking that promising. A Mach-10 against Scary Buy from AGO, and let's see if the Poles will just decide to rush out of A main or just push down B, but by the looks of it, they're just playing a split round. Probably not gonna take anything that quickly, and we do see AGO just doing the A split from the Pop and A main, and no one from Sharks is yet to be seen, as Sharks, they do this B sides bomb spot in the previous match as well, but it didn't really work for them there also.
Yeah, AGO doing the same thing 3 rounds in a row, just splitting through main and Pop Dog with 1 player just pushing into Ivy. So yeah, just a good A control for AGO's side. It's going to be interesting to see if they're going to try to do the same thing once the Sharks manage to get an op. Now 3 USP, CZ and a Mech-10, maybe they can just try and farm some money with a CZ. They got nothing to lose, only to gain some AKs on their players, but Grubby denies a kill from Knack. Now, nothing to hope for Sharks. Easy round for AGO and his trio.
AGO getting the first 3 rounds fairly convincingly, and now it's gonna be the first gun round of the game, and Sharks, they have to go with 5 M4s, A4s, as they simply cannot afford the op on JNT.
Yeah, still too early in the game, especially when they lost the pistol round. We've seen a trend with some oppers that after they lose the pistol, they just don't force. They say to have an op in that 4th round as soon as their team manages to afford a buy at least. Now they get punished. Sparrow opens up with his first op kill on the AGO lineup.
Should we clap now?
No. He's going to get way more than that. 5-4 initial pick for AGO. Now they can just slow the tempo down and try to come, just pick a bomb site where they want to go.
Nice opening indeed by Sparrow there, completely catching Knack off guard, and we do see that Sharks, they pushed all the way from Ivy, and they should know that the B split is about to happen anytime now, and luckily for them, they have 3 players there, and I still would say that they have a decent chance to deflect this push coming out from AGO. Smokes are being deployed, and JNT, he's gonna play in pivotal position together with Exit. What can AGO do as PHR and Toao get the kills? Leo is quick to refrag, still a man disadvantage for the Sharks. RCF manages to flank everyone, gets only one kill and manages to dink another player, but Grubby wins a 1-against-1 against Leo, and that's a 4-0 lead for AGO.
Yeah, really cool round for AGO. I mean, they got an entry, they managed to get into the bomb site. It was JNT who was too quick on the trigger just to give away his position behind the box. Yet again, RCF flanking behind. He had a good idea what to do, but he simply couldn't convert to yet another kill. So yeah, good round for AGO. They seem to be open up once again on the A bomb site, where JNT is just standing with the Eagle. He's gonna kill Furlan with a great peek. He opens up, and now 4v4, 3v4. He's getting annihilated on the bomb side, but it's Exit in an amazing position with 3 kills, with 2 with a CZ, 1 with an AWP. He flanks behind AGO. He gets the first round for Sharks.
It was looking good for AGO, but somehow, some way, Sharks Gaming, they turn it around. Exit gets the triple kill, and that's the first round on the board for Brazilian team. And now AGO, they have called tactical pause, I assume, and not really sure what that was about. Well, not really the most ideal choice by them to push A, even though I don't blame them. It's a fairly common eco round on train to just rush out of A, and to be honest, let's get back to that round, the first buy round of the match. We've seen RCF flanking, and he was really unlucky there. He got first kill, he managed to dink another guy, but then, I mean, in any case, you would have expect him at least to get 2 kills there.
Yeah, indeed, and it did pay back in the next round with the amazing flag from Exit. So I mean, you lose some, you win some. That time around, there wasn't simply any luck for the Shark side, but they managed to pull it off. They get the first round straight in the second one with some pistols. The outside push didn't really work for AGO. Now 4-1, AGO still on a decent buy. Furlan yet again opens up with an AK on the A side. Now he can just push in, get yet another one. He's just been opening this bomb site so easily, Furlan. But Exit, he's going to trade now. He's got one more play pushing through the pop dog area. Leo gets one more kill, and now 3v3.
All again, even as Furlan just casually walked out of A side, got the double headshot kill, but Sharks somehow trade the kills, and now it's gonna be Leo getting a kill onto Toao, making Sparrow and Grubby as the last players alive for the polls. They know that one of the players is at the old bomb spot, however, they probably don't know where the rest are, and they're gonna have to make sure that everything is clean before they set that C4 down.
Good thing for AGO is that Leo is on 5 HP, even though he already managed to get 2 kills on the rotate. Now, they're just playing it slowly. Leo goes all the way around. He's completely changed his position, and now they can just execute this retake. There's still full utility on JNT, who's playing with an AWP as well, so maybe he can just drop a molly. He's going to smoke, it seems, at least in the Z connector before Leo pushes in. He seems to be dropping now. Grubby is in the smoke. That was a trigger for him to change the position. Sparrow opens up with a kill. Grubby just flicks around to kill Leo. Now Exit, he needs to do something. He needs to get at least 1 kill with a SEM4. He does get it, but clock is ticking away. Sparrow, he has a great position just to surprise Exit. He's not going to pull the trigger, but now he is. Reset coming in for Sharks.
Beautiful kill there onto Exit by Sparrow. Definitely looking great with an AWP, and that's a 5-1 lead for Sharks, for AGO, and a Reset coming down, and great start for AGO in the end.
Yeah, they seem to be gelling really well, at least in these initial rounds, which caused Sharks to call a pause now. Sharks, I mean, after picking up a round unexpected one early, I mean, losing the second one is going to harm you a bit, so they need to just gather their heads and see what they are going to do in the next round, because the money situation is not really looking good.
Yeah, Sparrow and Grubby doing a massive work in the previous round, winning 2 against 3. Great positioning and some great kills coming down by both of them, further extending the lead of AGO. And what's most important, they got a full reset onto Sharks. They have, well, 3 of the players have above 2k, but the rest are not looking that good, so they will have to eco this one.
Yeah, 3 leagues, a P250 and a CZ on Leo, who has been the standout player, at least in these few initial rounds for the Brazilian side. The money is not looking good, but even in the next round, they still won't be able to have a somewhat of a proper buy. They will be able to save up. We won't be seeing probably an op on JNT. Now, early kill comes in for Toao with that Mach 10, so farming money as well as getting the entry kill is a decent thing for him. Leo still a position on the bomb site. He gets spotted, so he won't be able to move back. RCF gets his second kill with his P250, a long range kill, but PHR combines a nade and an AK shot to get a kill. This would be an easy kill for Toao, but he gets tagged. So does RCF. 4 HP, not enough. Toao just finishes it off with a Glock. 6-1 AGO.
Easy round for AGO, and we do see a buy round coming out of Sharks. They finally have an op on JNT, and he's gonna face the like of Sparrow, and I'm curious to see how that encounter will pan out if they face each other in the middle portion of the map. So to say, JNT, he's peeking toward the A main. Can he find a kill? Yes, he can. Takes down Sparrow, leaving basically Grubby alone in team A now, and JNT gets another massive kill, and it's a 5-3 lead for Brazilians.
But Furlan, he's slowly creeping into the B bomb site. He has a good position to surprise the player on site. Seems that Leo is not aware that Furlan can manage to push off, but now he's going to hear that jump. Can he get the kill? No, Furlan opens up once again. He's facing JNT with that op. Now 3v4 situation, yet another kill from Furlan. He has been really good in opening these bomb sites. Now exit, he managed to trade it back on PHR, but now Furlan on 30 HP and Toao, they need to make the magic happen.
Exactly that, as Furlan down to 7 HP, he gets the kill, makes it 1 against 2, Toao against JNT, both of them have similar HP. Toao opting to go on the upper area of B. JNT does have the kit. It's gonna be the patience play here. We do see that Toao also has the bomb, and it doesn't hit him, but doesn't matter as Toao just pushes him on the bomb spot. Gets another round for AGO.
Yeah, that nade was just a good distraction for Toao to synchronize the peak. He did it perfectly. He expected him to be there, and you just landed yet another kill. Once again, a full reset coming for Sharks. 7-1 is the scoreline, and this game seems to be running in favor of AGO quite easily.
And now Sharks are nading toward A main with triple nade, no success, as they didn't manage to inflict any damage. Toao gets the entry kill. Let's see if AGO is gonna win the A push round, and by the looks of it they will, as it's all down to Leo. But not for long, as Spiro takes him, and the rounds are going blazingly fast.
Yeah, this game is going really fast, as you mentioned. 8-1 is already the scoreline, but that's just being a one-sided game as it is. Sharks, they managed to pick up the round number 4 and just get straight resetted and just hurting their money. So as soon as AGO picks up one round, Sharks need to eco, so that's why the rounds have been just flying so fast as we didn't really expect. Now both teams on a proper buy this time around. There are no SMGs, there are only M4s, 5 AKs on the T side, and an op on JNT.
We've seen JNT be the man to create the difference, but again, not looking that good for Sharks as they lose a player. RCF refrags, but it's 4 against 4, and we know that that favors the terrorist side.
Yeah, it favors them because the CTs need to reposition. They need to add more players towards the A side. PHR, he has a position here in the pop dog. He's going to push now as soon as he gets some connection. But RCF has a great position in main. Gets 2 kills before being traded down. Now Toao coming in from main. He got 3 players to kill. He kills one. That's a JNT, so killing an AWPer is a decent thing for them because he can now close the distance, come a bit closer, and try to isolate these duels in 2 1v1s. But 2 CT players are playing way too close. Nak is ready to peek as soon as Leo managed to spot Tuao, and now 82 scoreline. Now yet another, now the Sharks need to simply try to wrecking more rounds and get few in a row, because the money situation for them is not going to be good if they lose this one.
Plenty of pauses here, and once again it's AGO calling for a pause. Still, they have a huge lead, and I don't think they need a tactical pause at this stage. So I assume it's the technical pause. So money situation, Sharks could potentially be resetted once again. And that's a dangerous prospect to think of, I'd say.
Yeah, now they need to approach this round really safely. They have an up on JNT, so that's a good thing to have for them. We are heading into round number 11. It's 82 in favor of AGO, who have been looking really well. Furlan with us opening kills, a really strong start in this game for him. AGO, they need this win. Let's not forget, if they lose this one, they are going to be out of this tournament, and it seems that they have been delivering under pressure.
Yeah, they have been, and AGO playing really well here. Sparrow, he's gonna look for a pick into Ivy. We've seen him be successful once there. Can he do it again? And so far he's smoked out, and he will just have to chill a bit there with his awesome Dragon Lore. And now let's see if any of the Sharks player will pretty much face him, but that's not the case, as another smoke gets deployed. We see only one player from AGO playing at the B site, is Toao, and the rest are just playing near the T-spawn. They have plenty of utility left at their disposal, and they can still hit the A site.
Yeah, they're just draining down the clock, waiting for the CTs to use all of their utilities, and we can see that it's only left on JNT and Leo, who have something to fight with. Now the full execute come towards B bomb site, towards the A bomb site. JNT goes down. Furlan once again the entry kill for his team. He's pushing straight in, trying to get yet another one, but it's Grubby who picks it up. On the other side, Neck and RCF get 2 more kills. Furlan picks up 1 more. Trades have been exchanged really fast here. 2v2 situation. Neck picks up more, and now Furlan, after getting those 3 kills, he needs to ace to pick it up now. Now 1v1, RCF has an op. He had a rifle, but he decided to switch it. Now Furlan, can he clutch this round down? It's a really tough position for him, but he gets a perfect peek on RCF. He aces this round, and it's 9-2 in favor of AGO. And
Furlan already with 14 frags under his belt. Following up is Toao, but very impressive performance by Furlan, getting so many entry kills and so many crucial kills at the same time, and just playing out of his mind right now. Yeah, now 92 once again. Sharks for the 3rd time in this half. They are once again reset that they need to go back to pistols, a scout and a UMP on Nak. No defuse kit whatsoever, so they're going to try to deny this bomb plan, because it's going to be a tough task retaking the bombs out. Grubby is not aware that one player is above him. Maybe he will give away control of main. He's going to peek Grubby. He gets a kill. Grubby was all alone there. Now AGO, they can start sprinting toward the bomb side, because there's only one player waiting for them, and it's Leo. Leo as the sole defender right now. However, RCF and JNT are playing from connector. Frags are being exchanged 1 for 1. And PHR gets the player on the side, makes it 2 against 3. Can he get another one? Yes, he can. Now it's 2 against 2 with exit flanking terrorists all the way from behind. And Nak is toward the upper area of B, and bomb. It's planted in the default spot, and PHR gets the quad kill of the round. And let's see if he can follow his teammate's step and get the ace as well. Yeah, 1 more kill to find. Neck has decided to shift the focus back to Tuao. He gets a kill. Now it's PHR. He's going to ace this round for his team. 10-2 AGO. Now Sharks is not looking good. Only 1 player, and that's Exit on $3,900, while the others on a plain eco situation. AGO looking good, really good on train. Yeah, we did call it before the match, and you know, Tony, our predictions are usually on point. So
Are
now, well, lately, yes. I'm just looking at the lately part. So
Okay, that's probably
HO,
it for today.
yeah, delivering big time, and it's gonna be another A side execute. No chance for Sharks as they only get a single kill by JNT. Can he get another one? No, as he gets taken down by Tuao. Grubby gets the last kill of the round. 11-2. And let's see what Sharks have in store for us in the next one.
Yeah, heading into last 2 rounds of the half. Finally, Sharks, after being completely drifted with their bank situation, now they can finally force a proper buy with some utilities, with an AWP on JNT, who has been playing really well on the CT side in the previous game against alternate attacks. Now, AGO, 4 AKs and an AWP on Sparrow. They seem to be taking this really close, but RCF counters it with a great boost. He gets traded by Sparrow, but Nak gets a kill through the smoke on Grubby as well. So now 4 retreat. Sparrow is tagged to 20 HP, but is not going to do much harm because he's playing with an AWP after all.
Yeah, already good half for AGO. Getting 11 rounds as terrorists, that's more than enough. And anything beyond this point is just a bonus, I'd say. They can still get this one. However, they are 1 man down, and they still have Furlan alive, and we've seen how well he played already throughout this match, so anything is still possible.
Yeah, as well as PHR. He also did ace the previous round with a great performance. Now Furlan and PHR, they will be the main point of attack on this B bomb site. If they decide to go there, they still have 45 seconds to choose what to do. Sparrow is just now arriving with that bomb through toilets. Now it seems that 3 players from the Shark side are gravitating towards the A bomb side. JNT is helping out his teammates, which is Leon Drunky on the upper ramp. He has a full control here, but it seems that T's, they still have 2 smokes left to deploy, and they will be able to isolate JNT quite easily.
JNT, he does have a good position, I'd say, and the smokes have just been deployed. Let's see what AGO will do here. JNT misses the shot, but Leo Drunky is there to correct his mistake. Full and trace the kill. However, both of the AGO players are relatively low, and there is no time left. And that's gonna be another round. Well, excuse me, as the bomb is planted. However, Sharks, they get the round, and it's 11-3.
Yeah, it was a close one. I saw that he also started planting with 4 seconds left. It seemed quite easily. I also had a feeling that he won't be able to get it, but that quick jump onto the bomb site managed to get at least a bomb plant for AGO, but that's not a factor for them. They still have some money to buy. Furlan is on 3,200, and he's going to buy a Galil, which is kind of weird since he has been having the best aim when it comes to AGO players. He has been opening so many corridors for his team. Even now, 2 more kills on the B bomb side, but it simply wasn't enough for AGO.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but yeah, I mean, he has a Galil. It's not like he can't do anything with Galil, but yeah, AK would be the preferred weapon of choice at this point for Furlan. So let's see. The last round of the half is at our doorstep, and we have 2 players from Sharks playing on the B side, and just pretty much a default play by them so far. JNT looking for a pick in the teammate. He gets flashed out, and now AGO, they're pushing, but Sparrow gets an easy kill on JNT. Toao follows up. It's 4 against 3, and PHR almost seals the deal as he leaves only Nak as the last player. Furlan gets the last kill. It's 12-3, and AGO are just rocketing themselves toward the victory.
Yeah, if you check the rounds on the scoreboard, it was the perfect timing for them to lose a round, actually, if there's a perfect timing for it, because as soon as they lost a round, they managed to trade it straight back, forcing Sharks to eco. So that's why the Brazilian team could not really cope with this tempo of AGO. So as soon as they got the round, they will lose the next one initially. So 12-3, quite a valid scoreline for the AGO side. And now the Brazilians, they need to show way better than they did on CT side. We saw the CT side was the problem as well in the previous game against alternate attacks, but on T side they looked quite good. Now, still decent artillery. They have a Molotov, a smoke, and a flash on the Brazilian side. They're going to go a bit towards the B side, where two players are waiting for him. Spero picks two amazing kills with a P2K, gets a third as well. Tuao pitches in, just flushes them out, gets one more. But Neck, he can show some fight on the side, but that's seriously not too much. 13-3 AGO.
Spero getting some juicy headshots with his P2000, completely decimating the push of Sharks. And I believe that Sharks, they do not have much chances left in this match.
Yeah, they have decided to go for force buy, so even if they lose this one, it's going to be when AGO gets to 15, but they need this one. Perlin opens up with a great kill with a mech, with an MP9, sorry, but Leo trades it back. Grubby is situation, and we are only 20 seconds into the round.
As you said, AGO, they are just playing very well. Grubby collecting the kills there, helping Forlan in a crucial moment. He gets his third against 3 players. He did pick up the gun, and PHR disposes of him. It's 14-3, and Sharks, they do not have much money. AGO, they have everything they need, and I believe it's all gonna be match point round for AGO after this one.
Yeah, now full eco for the Brazilian side. I think we are going to see yet another fast round, maybe towards the B1 side. They do not have any utility, so they are going to just maybe
going toward the B side, and PHR is playing in front of the smoke on the lower ramp. He just managed to, however, they give Shark
going to be the main player that can actually Sharks. They're trying to win control of Pop Dog, but that's a still round. With a frag, got traded, they switch 100 HP, but Tuao is ready for this push. Get the last kill with a USP, 4K, clean sweep, just on the B-bomb side, and that's match point for AGO.
Beautiful, acquiring 4 easy frags, boosting up his score and KD, and now he's on 19, and we might see the final round of the match, Anakin, as it's 15-3, and Spero with the op, no op on the side of Sharks, and yeah, they need to win every round from this point on if they wish to push the match into overtime. And considering how well the Poles have been playing, it's kind of far-stretched, right?
Yeah, it is. 9 rounds in a row, especially when the Polish side is, as you said, has been playing so strong on this map. See that both teams still have a decent buy. It is a FAMAS on Tuao, but we saw that with him and PHR, that they can actually wreck frags with that rifle as well. So it's going to be, at least they're going to use this 15th round to do a proper setup. They're taking the clock down to a minute, and now they're going to try with, because 2 players to do something. Knack going to double flash himself in. It's going to be too late, but PHR is ready for it. Gets yet another kill. 2 more kills for Grubby. Now Leo trying to do something, but that's too late. First win for AGO, and they're now on the scoreboard.
We did predict that, and that's unable to put much of a resistance against the newly revamped AGO roster. And first win for AGO, and I'm excited to see what they're gonna bring tomorrow when they will play against Pro 100, and they have one more match, I think, after that. Yeah, they do.
AGO, yeah, that's going to be all for them. They still have a game against Pro 100, also Havu against Pro 100. So Sharks, they are in a position that they cannot really do anything from now on. They can just hope that Pro 100 doesn't do anything, because they have a upper edge against them. So yeah, it's going to be a fun last day of Group B, and I'm looking forward for heading into playoffs.
Yeah, Prosto, they have 2 chances to advance. They either need to beat AGO or they either need to beat Havu Gaming, while Sharks, they will be basically not deciding their fate anymore. It's going to be up to Pro 100, and if they can make it happen, it's most likely going to be Sharks Esports not advancing into the playoffs. Yeah. And are you surprised by the results today?
I'm kind of just surprised by the loss of alternate attacks in the first game, but the rest of it was quite narrow and straightforward and expected as well. So yeah, unlucky for Sharks. They did do their best to show some resilience on train, but it simply didn't work.
Yeah, that is true. Alternate at the end finishing with 3-1. Not bad at all, still first place in the group, and we will see how they will fare in the playoffs. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching the matches. Tomorrow we will start the day at 1800 CST yet again. That's gonna be the last day of Group B, and we will finally have 8 teams that will play in the playoffs. Until then, I'm Gravity, with me is Anakin, and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Something that I want to. Talking about me, rocking on beat. Talking about walking on my own 2 feet.
EG, the only place to find the widest choice of popular games and matches to win real money. Choose your bet on a single of with dizzy offers. Join now to get your bonus for the first deposit up to $600. EGB, you know for sure who's gonna win.